Stephen Murray's next up, our number 4 qualifier. Stephen Murray with that double backflip on that last kicker.
Yeah.
He currently sits inside the top 10, 8th place with an 83 in that first run.
Yeah, doing it for Queen and Country.
I'm Stephen Murray, and this is my first hand. When I was just under 20 years old, I got a contract. In the first year, I actually broke 7 bones in 8 months. And that winter, I got cracking. And, you know, I just rode and rode. Man, what a feeling, you know, to come from being completely on the couch and all broken, 7 bones, 8 months, to X Games gold medal, Gravity Games gold medal, Triple Crown, winner, just everything. What a motivation, you know? So here I am in Baltimore, you know, feeling like I'm gonna destroy this contest. I said a little prayer, top of the roll and across my heart, and everything was going dialed, and, you know, I pumped, get ready for the last set, and I get flung into a double backflip, and the momentum and speed that you get when you're spinning for a double backflip, it's so fast. Well, in the first spin, my left foot came off, and this came down straight on my neck and snapped my neck. I remember being in the ambulance, and all of a sudden it was like a piercing white light, and then, you know, all the color just comes back, and all the, you know, my vision starts to come back, and, you know, the nurses are still giving me CPR, you know, and the nurses are tripping out, you know, making sure I'm okay, you know, and they're like, man, like, do you know what just happened? And I'm like, you just flatlined for 2 minutes and 32 seconds. I'm like, oh my God. You know, I know that there's a God watching over me, and, you know, he's in my body and in my heart and soul, and, you know, I don't believe if I didn't say that prayer and cross my heart that I'll get through this whole experience, and to be able to come out and sitting where I'm sat right now, you know, looking after my 2 beautiful kids, and just having such a beautiful life. I mean, you know, some people might call it, you know, a terrible, harsh life you're going through. Well, yeah, you're right, it is, but you know what? I still got my kids, man, and I still got my family, and that's all that counts. So that was 2.5 years ago, coming on 3 years, and here I am today, man. I live here with my 2 kids, Mason's 4, Seth's 7, my girlfriend Christy, and our daughter, Alyssa.
Stephen is the most amazing person I've ever met. He's so positive and motivating. You don't want to leave him when you're around him.
She's there for me when I need a helping hand. She's there for me when I need someone to talk to. What more in life do you want? It's great. And then, of course, John. He's my caregiver, but he's more like family.
I can't really remember when I first met Steven. I just kind of feel like I've just known him most of the time, I guess. And then he got hurt, and I kind of just, I felt it on my heart just to come out and help him.
I don't have the function of both my arms, both of my legs. I'm paralyzed from the neck down, so I do require a lot of help.
I guess the best way to say what am I to Steven is just pretty much his left and his right hand, I guess.
He not only, takes care of Steven, he helps out with the kids, he helps out with cooking, the yard, trash. I mean, I could go on and on. Life can be hectic, but it's good. It's good hectic, it's fun.
Having John around, he's built some of the coolest jumps, not only for my kids, but for himself. And it's rad being able to go outside and watch everybody ride. This is my house, some of the pictures on the wall. A picture of my full pipe in my old backyard. One of the raddest things I've done. We have some of my medals, some of the Stay Strong products up there. There's my helmet right there on the shelf. That's the one that I actually took a head plant on at the Do Tour. My sponsor is a huge part of my life. The Athlete Recovery Fund was set up after my accident. It's being able to help out other riders. They came up with an idea of hooking up a fully disabled access van. And man, did they come up with a whopper, man. It was the most amazing gift I could have ever have gotten. Therapy is the key to progression. Whether you're disabled or not, if you want to become stronger, which is what this is all about, and healthier, you got to exercise. With being paralyzed for, almost 3 years, your muscles atrophy. It's stimulation to the muscles, and it's a special wave of frequency stimulation that re-educates the nerves, and which in turn activates the muscles. It's gonna be a long marathon, but you know what? I'm gonna run it, so it's all good. It starts with a thought, and you have to apply that to rehab and focus and imagine and dream. Without that, you're wasting your time. You'll shrivel up. Stay Strong is the company that I set up after my accident, and it started to take off really well. You gotta stay strong in your mind, your body, your soul, in all areas of life. Not just people hurt and paralyzed, but people going through life in general. We've been able to come up with all types of clothing and actually put together an event. We called it, the Trails of Shouting. I'm super excited to be able to put this together for not only just the pros that are coming out, but the small kids involved that look up to the pros and break it down into the different elements. Best whip and best table and best trick, and I cannot wait for that. It's gonna be good times for sure. Today we're all at the compound doing the first Trails of Shouting, presented by Stay Strong. Basically what it is elements of dirt put together just to show how good dirt jumping is.
It's awesome to see how Stay Strong has brought everybody together in BMX for Stephen, you know. You can just walk out there and you see all the kids and the families and the grown-ups too, you know, to come support, so it's a good thing.
We're just having a good time, keeping dirt alive, bringing dirt back.
He was such a big influence in BMX when he did ride. Now that he's taking some time off, it's sick to see that he's still such a big influence, you know.
Really have no words to describe how overwhelmed I was with today's turnout. I mean, all around it was a banger. Today's a big special day. We're gonna give away my old van to a kid that needs it. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Stephen. Is this my son, Justin? Stephen Murray.
Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you, man.
Say what's up.
Hey, Jeff.
What's up,
Stephen Murray had been brought to our church just through mutual friends. I do a lot with guys in the freestyle motocross industry. Basically, he had just kind of told me, hey, you know, I was blessed with a van, and I want to donate my old van, and asked me if I could find somebody that could use it. I saw a picture of that little boy and thought, man, that's really cool.
It's a pleasure to donate it to you guys, and I hope it makes life a lot easier for you.
His family had just hit some hardships, and we're gonna have to sell a bunch of their stuff and move. She's been lifting up this kid into her truck, and it just kind of worked out good. Should we check out the van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check her out.
Check out. Go on over, man.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yeah, it's my pleasure, man. Giving him the van was amazing. Just to see the look on his face, that's what it's about. The smile on his face, that's all it needs. To me, that's everything. More therapy today, you know, my favorite one is getting in the water. You know, I love being in the water. You know, apart from being on my bike, being in the ocean, being swimming, diving, you know, that was always a passion of mine too, so. Being in the water is such a rad feeling to be able to float and be able to be, you know, stretched out and be able to relieve pain. And with the weightlessness and no gravity in the water, you realize that I actually can move my arms and things that I never had any idea that I could move. It's amazing. Physical therapy is just such a key part of the rehabilitation of myself and any other person that's in a chair, paralyzed. Being able to walk on a treadmill, I mean, wow, it's so good for your circulation. It's so good to be up there in front of a mirror, looking at yourself standing up, and it trips me out how tall I am. You know, my kids see me like, Dad, you're huge.
You know, the amazing thing about Stephen is always having a positive attitude and never letting his injury get in his way of living a full life. You know, a lot of people see that, you know, hey, you're in a wheelchair, you know, you're not improving that much, but it couldn't be farther from the truth. I mean, there's a lot to go through after this type of injury, and he's made tremendous amount of progress.
You thought you seen enough therapy in my first hand? Well, here we are. You know, one of the short-term goals is, you know, getting my hand to operate a joystick on my wheelchair. A long road already, but it's really a short road in terms of paralysis. You know, I get so much neck pain in my neck. Well, I have to operate this head array. So what I want to do is be able to do away with the head array and be able to operate on a wheelchair with my hand.
So we're trying to relax his extensors and get them to coordinate smoothly with his flexors, because when you go to reach for something, you have to have your hand open before you close around it. And then when you pick it up, you have to hold on to it before you open to set it down. And so we're trying to build strength and coordination for Stephen. Now it's squeeze time. Squeeze and take it away from me. Away from me. Okay, now you'll relax and release.
She always focuses so hard, my other hand stopped.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. It's a long road. You set short-term goals and you see a little bit of progress from week to week. But to make major progress, like, you know, being able to hold on to a fork, a spoon, a toothbrush, that sort of thing. I mean, that takes months of work.
Yes.
It's not something that just comes with a couple of therapy sessions usually.
The focus you gotta put into it is just like...
And you did so very well last week.
It's one...
I don't know, you must have dropped it a couple dozen times.
Yeah. Well, some days you have bad days, some days you have good days, and I'm not gonna take this as a bad day, but because I know I can't release that ball. However, it takes so much mental focus that I can't even begin to explain. Come back, we'll have better days, man. Keep on going. You know what? I've been there and done pretty much it all on my bike. I've raced and rode BMX since just before my 3rd birthday. You know, I got injured at 27, so that's 24 years on a bike, so I think it's time for me to take a back seat and, you know, watch my kids grow up and man, they love what Dad did, and they pick up the bikes and they just go and shred. I love taking the kids to skate parks, the BMX tracks, riding the trails. You know, older one, Seth, he loves it, man. He strives for riding BMX. It's difficult to be able to adjust from being the parent that I was to being the parent now, being in a chair, not being able to do things the way I used to. As much as I would love to get out the wheelchair and do all the fun things that I'm missing out on because of my situation. Like, of course, I want to play with my kids. I want to pick them up and hug them, you know? It's the biggest thing I want to do is just grab them and hug them and hold them, you know? But I accept where I'm at, and I just learned to enjoy the blessings that I've got, to be able to just watch them and just still be a big part of their life. Man, I haven't seen my crash in, you know, a long time. I don't really like to watch it too much, but we're gonna go check it out and see what happens. Yeah. Pretty nasty. At first, I wanted to watch it just to see and realize what put me in the place, you know? What mistake did I make to make me belong in this chair. People need to see what happened, you know? It's a reality of, you know, what can happen in everyday life. No matter what happens to you in life, you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. You can jump any hurdle that comes your way, any curveball that comes your way. It doesn't matter what it is, you can always beat it. You just gotta maintain a positive mental state of mind and just keep driving and pushing and striving and never giving up, man. That's what it's all about. Just staying strong. Hey, thanks everyone for watching my second firsthand. Now it's time to have a little barbecue, have a little fun on the dirt, and get a little dirty.